So your baby is petting up a lot, crying a lot, getting cranky, making a expression on his face which seems that baby is in a painful position, and the baby is not been able to sleep properly, not taking the feed properly. So many questions are there in the mind. So hello mommies and daddies, I am Pradiksha and I welcome you all to our channel My Career Motherhood. So the main problem to all this things of in case of a newborn and infants is that they suck so much of extra air, they swallow so much of extra air from mother's milk or from the formula feed. And what to do in that case is we have to make the baby burp. That is the only solution which will solve 90% of the problem in case of newborn and infants. And how gas is related to burping. See what happens when the baby burps, they have a tendency to swallow the air because they don't know the milk is now no more in the breast or in the formula bottle, and they keep on sucking, and which allows extra air to go inside their tummy and cause so much of gas, and which can again lead to colic problem. Because how gas and colic are related, research has shown that when the baby sucks extra air, the intestine, the gas gets stuck in the intestine, which cause intestinal blockage and which can cause to colic in the baby, and the baby gets very much colicky. So these are the reasons of getting the air inside the baby, and burp is the ultimate solution to all this problem. Now also another reason for the indigestion in case of baby is that the mother's diet. When you eat something, that passes to your baby through the breast milk, so as a mother you have to be very much careful about your diet. So here I am going to discuss about 4 important techniques of burping a baby which I have followed, and it really worked for me, and I am sure these are the techniques which will definitely work for all the mothers around the globe. So first technique is that you have to take the baby on the shoulders, but before putting the baby on your shoulder, please keep a nice clean towel or a burping cloth, so in case the baby spits out, it goes in the towel and your dress or doesn't get spoils. So in case of baby or newborn baby and infants, you just have to support their chin on your shoulder, because the baby at that time don't have neck and head control, and the baby's chin is to be put properly on the shoulder, and you have to rub the back and pat the back of the baby slowly, so that if there is extra air which the baby has swallowed goes up and can come out from their mouth in the form of burp, and the baby is now active and stimulated, and the baby will be now free and no more fussy and will be able to sleep properly. So this is the first method. The second method is that you have to put the baby, make them sit on your lap. Make sure again you put a nice clean towel or cloth or burping cloth, anything, so that in case the baby spit up, neither the baby cloth nor your cloth gets dirty. Also make sure that you put a bib on your baby's body, so that in case the baby spit up, their dress also don't get spoiled. Now make the baby sit on your lap, support her neck with the help of the forefinger and the thumb, and the palm should support the chest of the baby. Lean the baby little forward and pat the back of the baby slowly, rub them in the up and down position, and the gas will automatically come out and the baby will be now free again. This is the second method. The third method is that putting your baby on their tummy. What you have to do, again you have to put the baby on your lap but on their tummy, the way we give tummy time to the baby, and you have to support their neck again with your forefinger and the thumb, and you have to lift the neck of the baby a little bit so that it is higher than the chest, in case to avoid any blood flow from the body to the head, which can be a cause of major accident. So the head should be in the higher position than the chest of the baby, and then again you have to rub the back and pat the back of the baby, so that the air, if any, can be released from the baby's body. Now the fourth technique is that It is ideal for those baby who have a good head and neck control. So in that case, while walking, you can release again the extra air in the body. What you have to do is, when the baby is having adequate control, you hold the baby in the upright position in front of you, facing out while walking. Now support bottom with your hand and apply little pressure on the tummy to make the baby burp. So in this way, the baby will be having a nice look at the surrounding and will be a happy baby, and in the meanwhile the baby extra gas will be also released. So this is another technique which is ideal for babies which are little grown up. So these are the 4 techniques which you can try. I have tried all of them. The shoulder technique and the making the baby sit on my lap, I have tried most of the time, and they always worked for me. But see, every child is different, every mother is different. What one technique may work from one mother but another may not. So keep on trying different techniques, check what suits your baby and in which your baby is comfortable. Try that method only. So I hope you have understood all the 4 techniques. Now I am going to answer a few questions which always arise in the mind of mothers. This can ask, what will happen if I don't burp my baby? See, what will happen, the baby will be very irritated, the baby will be not comfortable, not will able to sleep properly, because the baby has swallowed extra air which has caused gas and gassiness in the baby's tummy, and which can lead to colic problem in the baby. Also, the baby will be having a tendency to spit up again and again if you have not released extra gas in the baby, and the baby will be very cranky and very fussy. So these things may happen if you don't burp your baby, because the baby is not at all active and is very uncomfortable. Now second question you may ask me, how often should I burp my baby? The answer to the first question is that if you are a breastfeeding mother, so while switching from one breast to another, you please burp your baby. Suppose you have fed the baby from one side of your breast, stop, burp your baby, take the baby in the upright position, try to burp for a minute or so, and then start feeding in the next breast. Once the baby has completed the feeding, then at the end do make the baby burp once again. This is in the case of breastfed baby. Second, now if the baby is on the bottle feeding or on the formula feeding, what you have to do, or you are expressing out the milk and feeding the baby from the bottle, then what you have to do, suppose you are giving 60 ml of milk to the baby, you have to feed the baby 30 ml, then stop, make the baby burp, and then give another half milk, that is 30 ml, and at the end again make the baby burp. So these are the 2 cases of breastfeed and formula feed, or the milk which in case you are expressing out from your breast and feeding your baby. Another time which you can see that the baby is getting irritated while getting feeded, and the baby is getting cranky, uncomfortable, so it might be an indication your baby is giving you that, mama, please make me burp, I am not feeling comfortable. At that time, please lift up your baby, put them on your shoulders, pat their back, rub their back, and in case of any extra air, that will be released. So this is the answer to the question. The next question which you can ask me, that how will I know that my baby needs to be burped? Suppose you have fed your baby and you have not burped. After some time, you will see that the baby may be wailing, the baby may be crying or is getting irritated, not being able to sleep properly. In those cases, you will have an indication that you have not burped your baby and it's a time to burp your baby. So please lift up your baby and give them a nice pat and rub their back and release all the extra air in the baby and make them a happy baby. Now next question which comes is that my baby is not burping, what should I do now? The baby may get colicky, may have gas in their tummy, what should I do? See, it's completely okay if your baby is not burping. The only thing is that you have to do your duty as a mother, that to make sure that once the baby is fed, you lift up the baby in the upright position, pat their back for 2-3 minutes. If the baby has burped, it's okay. If not, then please keep your baby in the upright position or in whatever position I have discussed earlier. Pat their back, rub their back for 5 to 10 minutes. You have to give this time to the baby, so that in case of any extra gas in the baby's tummy, that will be released. So if the baby is not burping, it's completely okay. Many babies don't need to be burped at all, they are completely fine with that way only. But you have to make sure to keep the baby in the upright position after you fed the baby. Now the next question which comes in the mind to the parents is that do the baby who are bottle fed suck or have a tendency to suck more, swallow more air than the baby who are on the breastfed? Yes, to some extent it holds true, but not truly, because baby have a tendency to swallow some considerable amount of air. What happens in case of formula fed baby, generally parents, what do they choose? A bigger size of nipple which holds more air in the nipple, and the baby will swallow that. So it is advised to the parents that please choose a age appropriate nipple for your baby, so that the baby don't get to suck extra or swallow extra air, which can cause many gas or acidity problem in your baby. So this is the reason that the baby gets who are bottle fed sucks more air. So you have to just select the age appropriate nipple for your baby. And one important tip which I would like to share with you is that in case you are making formula for your baby, once you have made the formula, just keep the bottle in a straight stable position, so that in case any air bubbles are there in the bottle, that gets stable, that gets over, and then give that formula fit to your baby, so that no air bubbles go inside your baby tummy. So these are my all tips, tricks which I have applied with my baby, and which I have researched during my baby was so young enough, and I thought to share all my experiences with you. So I hope you have understood all the points, and these are definitely going to help you out. These four methods are the ultimate methods for burping your baby. It works from 90% of the mothers. So please do try these techniques. It will definitely work for you. And in case the baby is not burping, it's completely okay, the baby is comfortable, just you make sure that you put them in the upright position. And don't worry, again I am repeating that you will learn as a mother during your process of a motherhood. Your baby will make you learn everything, so be patient, be calm. Another thing is that patience is the only key to motherhood. You will learn everything. So stay calm, stay happy. Your baby will be happy. Make a skin to skin contact with your baby and make a baby your happy baby. So I hope you liked the video. If you liked it, please do hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and share with all the mothers, because I know these tips are so important, and this will answer all the questions of the mother and make them release any tension which is there in the mind. So please do subscribe, share, and till then, happy parenting, happy life, stay healthy, stay happy. Goodbye.